Guys, this is the next project I'm going to work on. And this is the Kinky Perm, guys. This is this hair. So I'm going to make this wig on a sewing machine, and that is the color. It's a pretty purple summer color. So I'm going to make this wig, and this is some hair you guys can pick up out of the beauty supply store. And we're going to do a sew along. So the materials that you need is a pack of this hair, a spandex dome cap, and lace, guys. I got to get my lace out. I don't have it with me, but I'll show you guys when I put it together. Start putting all the projects together. So this, and you're going to need a sewing machine. So I'll get the lace out. Alrighty. Hey guys, so I found a piece of lace, and like I said, this is the Swiss lace, because this is going to be where my part is going to be in the dome cap. So pretty much, guys, you're going to take your dome cap and you're going to put it on, and then you determine like where you want your part. So I always do my part, and remember this is the dome cap, so you can do the rotating part. So I kind of always would take mine from like here, because the lace is going to go right there. So if you guys see, depending on how much you want to ventilate, and you don't have to ventilate that much if you guys don't want to. You can do very less ventilating, but that's what this piece, let me even this out. That's what this piece of lace is for. So I'm not going to ventilate that much. I'm just, just showing you guys, giving a reference. Let me even out this lace. Let me get it right. So you'll put on your dome cap, and you decide where you want it. So I always like for my part to be like to the left. So that's why if you guys see my dome cap, I got my part to the left. So that's what this piece of lace is going to do. Okay? And guys, don't throw this piece of hair away, because this is the hair that I'm going to ventilate in here. So after I got that, guys, I'm going to take it off. And that give me a reference point on where I want to put this lace. And then I'm going to pin this lace on, guys. And then I'm going to sew this on the sewing machine. And then from there, guys, I start to lay my tracks. But the first thing I always do is I do this part. And if you guys remember how I do the dummy parting, for those of you who don't know how to ventilate, go back on my wigs and you will see I do a dummy part where there's absolutely no ventilation involved. So you guys can do that method as well. So I'm just going to pin this down, guys. And you do need a wig block. So once I do my measurements, I know that my head is a size 21. That's the size of this canvas head, guys. It's 21 inches. So when you're pinning the lace on here, guys, leave a little bit of lace out like that. And I'm just going to pin this on, guys. And then I'm going to sew this down on the sewing machine. And then I start chalking it out, guys. And I go in between here in the sewing machine. But I'm going to pin this down, guys. And then I'm going to sew this down. And I cut away the next piece and give you guys the next step on what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to pin this down nice and neatly. And then I go to the next step of what I'm going to do. So, okay, guys, I keep pinning this. And once I pin it, I'm going to sew it down, and then I'm going to cut it out. Alrighty, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so now that I have this sewn down, if you guys see, I'm going to show you guys. So you see what it look like? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the excess away. So after you secure the lace down, you go and you cut. I'm cutting the excess away. You guys can see I'm cutting the excess lace that's going around, and then we're going to cut and remove the back part of the dome cap. So that's why I say it doesn't take a lot, and depending on how much you guys want to ventilate. So I cut that away. And now I flip the cap over this way, guys. And I'm going to split it down the middle. And do not cut the lace. Try not to cut the lace. And we split it down the middle, guys. And then go on each side and remove the dome cap. So this is the part that once you have your wig on, it's going to mimic scalp. And I'm only ventilating a 1/2 inch of lace, a 1/2 inch of lace, but I'm going about 4 inches back. So it's not that little short part. Okay. So kind of like this one, guys. But this one seems to be a little shorter. So, okay. So this is what you should have. So then you put it back on. If you guys see. And I tilt it. But this is going to be my part. So now, what I'm going to start doing, guys, is start to put my tracks on. Because this is the part that I'm going to ventilate. So we're going to put it back on here, guys. And if you guys see, this is going to be my measurements. So with these wig, guys, when you do it like this, you do not have to do glue. If you decide you don't want to do glue, you don't have to do glue. So we take this and we put it back on there. And there's some more lace I got to cut. Dome cap. But I got to get some smaller scissors because I don't want to cut the lace. So you see what it look like? So now what I'm going to do is take it and start putting where I want to lay my tracks. So I always drop my first track all the way, guys, at the end of the dome cap. And we're going to get the longest hair. And the reason why I drop it all the way at the end, guys, is because just in case if you want to pull your hair up, you got it all the way at the end. It's not in the center or anything. So if you want to kind of take your hair and pull it up, you don't got to feel insecure. So we take the longest hair, and this is that pretty purple, a dark purplish, and you really see the purple when you go out in the sun, guys. So this is that Bobbi Boss hair, and it is that synthetic fiber hair, but it can take high heat. So when I want a quick summer wig, something pretty and flowy to put on, guys, I go with this. So, guys, you just take it and you're going to pin it, guys. Pin it. And that's what's going to keep it in place. And then we're going to take it and we're going to sew this bad baby on a sewing machine. And I got it right at the end. We're going to take it and sew it down. And then, guys, we go in with the next track. Now, if you guys want y'all hair more fuller, then, guys, go ahead and buy 2-packs. I don't want mine that full. So I didn't get 2 packs of hair. So I'm pinning all the way at the end. And then I'm going to take it on the sewing machine, guys. And I'm going to sew it down. So this video is an advanced video for people that know how to sew. Because the greatest, I think, problem that people have, they always say, how do you sew something round? Easy. You just take it and just like sewing anything, like if you're sewing sleeves or something like that. So for people that sew, it's not difficult for us to sew on a round surface because the fabric itself is flat. You can flat the fabric to make it go any way you want it to go. So that's not going to be a difficult part, guys. That's not going to be a difficult part. So got my first track. Okay, I'm going to show you guys, and then this will be the process. You're just going to keep going. So this is the first track, guys. It is pinned down, guys, and then I come along with my second track, depending on how far apart you want it to be. Then I come along with my third track. Fourth track. So depending on the space that you want, the fuller you want it, make it closer together. You want it further apart, make it further apart. So now, guys, I'm going to take the sewing machine, take this off, and I'm going to sew this. And I'm going to come back, and each one of these layers, each one of these lines, I'm gonna sew, guys. So I'm going to give you guys one live, and then from there, guys, it's kind of repetitive. It's repetitive. You're just going to keep doing the same thing. So you get right here to the end, guys. Put your presser foot down. And when you're sewing this, guys, make sure you're not sewing the cap together. Make crystal clear that the other half of this cap is underneath your sewing machine, not where you're sewing it double. So you just go forward, back, and as I'm sewing, guys, I am pulling. And some people do a zigzag stitch, but that's why I'm using my correct measurements with my canvas. So I don't need this to stretch because I know for certain that it's going to fit. That's why it is crucial to get that canvas head. So if your head is 21 inches, guys, I need you guys to get 21 inches canvas head. Your head 22 inches. I need you to get a 22 inch canvas. If it's 23, order a 23 inch canvas head. So, and I'm going to have to get, because I've been doing everything from my phone, guys. Remember, I gave away all of my equipment because I really thought that I was totally done, like doing anything. I kind of gave up on a lot of things behind the death of my son, but now I'm a lot better. So, if you guys can see, that first track is on there, guys. So now, because I don't want to make the video super long, guys, I'm going to put it back on, and I'm going to add a couple more tracks. And I'm just going to keep adding those tracks. But you guys see that? And see how flat it is? And I got it at the end of the dome cap. You see that when you pull it up? So now, guys, it's kind of repetitive. I'm just going to keep sewing, sewing, sewing until I get up so far. And then I'll start showing you guys another step. So let me get a little bit more work done. And I'll come back and give you guys another step. All right. Okay, guys. So as you guys can see so far, I got pretty much all of the 20-inch hair sewed on to the back. So my 20 inches is on. So now, guys, I'm starting to do, so I got 20, 16, 20, 18, and 16. So, guys, if you notice that I went from this direction when I was putting the tracks in. So if you guys see now, I'm shortening the distance, guys. I'm taking my tracks and bringing them this way. So when you go the longer way, that use more hair, but that's giving me the thickness and fullness from going from here to there, going around. So now I'm starting to go around in the crown, guys. So I'm changing the direction of how I'm laying my tracks. So remember, I told you I'm going to get to another step. I'll let y'all know. So I'm going to sew this one on, and then I'm going to start sewing it this way. I'm changing the direction of the tracks, guys. And like I said, I'm only going to use one pack of hair. So if you guys want to use more hair, then you can, but I changed the direction to give me more volume. To wind up having more hair, because the longer distance, the more hair you're going to use. If that makes sense to you guys. Okay, I'm going to sew this, guys, and then I'm going to start bringing the tracks the other way. Alrighty, guys. Guys, so I start taking the tracks going around that way. So now what I do, just to make sure that everything is working out the way it should, I do a dry fitting. So when I tried on this dome cap, I still had, this wig on. So now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to try this on to make sure that I'm going to have the fit that I desire when I'm wearing this wig, guys. So you do your dry fitting. And remember, I put this on so if you guys can see how I'm able to get this over my head. So this is what I call a dry fitting. You come in and you do the dry fitting to make sure that the dome cap will go over your head. And So yes, it's able to fit, guys. And when I'm sewing my tracks, guys, I want it to lay flat as possible. So make sure your tracks is flat as possible, guys. So I'm going to turn around and let you guys see the back. And then now I'm going to start changing the direction again of these tracks. So as you guys can see, this is what the back is looking like. So you guys see so far? So yes, it's fitting perfect. So now I'm going to take it back off the dome cap, guys. And I'm going to put it back on. And yes, guys, when I sewed this little lace piece, I didn't sew it uniform, like directly straight. It's kind of like a cross in it. Like, if you know, like when people part their hair, sometimes they don't part it directly. So if you guys see, it's fitting perfect. So now I'm going to continue to add the tracks in there, guys. So I'm going to put another 1, 2 across this way, guys. And then I'm going to start bringing them this way until I close that off. As you guys see, I'm going to turn it a different direction. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to sew like 1, 2, 3. 3 more going across that way, guys. Then I'm going to change my direction. And then go 1, 2, 3. And then on the other side, 1, 2, 3. And then I take a piece and close this off. Okay, guys. All right. Stay tuned.